What's up, 4C Gang? Welcome to another episode with Cooking with comedian Mike Allen, where there's nothing but cooking, comedy, cussing, and cocktails. 4C Gang for life. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Holla.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, my 4C gang. 4C gang for life. Cooking, comedy, cussing, and cocktails. Cooking, comedy, cussing, and cocktails. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with comedian Michael Allen. I'm your boy, comedian Michael Allen. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? I hope you guys are in a blessed, beautiful mood. First of all, we should already be happy because you know what? We're alive. We have breath in our body. God saw fit for us to another chance to get it right. Won't he do it? Ain't it good that we were on the wake up list? Come on, somebody. We could be dead and in our graves, but yet he let us live on. Happy Sunday. I am so glad that it's Sunday. What that song say, Daryl Cooley, when Sunday comes, I don't have to cry no more. I don't have to shed no more tears. But this is another video on sweetie pies. I just have to do. It's not. This one isn't about sweetie pies. It's about Andre Montgomery, his mother, because I've seen video after video. I'm even guilty of it, doing a video where all I did was say how Miss Robbie felt, how the sweetie pie people felt. But you know what? There's somebody we're leaving out, somebody we're forgetting, and that's Andre's mama. And her name is Michelle Griggs. Michelle Griggs, my heart pours out to you because you were the one that God used as a vessel to get Andre and to bring Andre into this world. So my heart goes out. I can't imagine what you're going through. And I know it's kind of hard to see everybody saying their prayers are with Miss Robbie and how Miss Robbie feeling. They can't imagine. Well, you know what? You are his mama, and I can't imagine how you feel. And I just want to wrap my arms around you and say I love you. And you know, I don't know the feeling because I don't have children, but I know one thing: God will take care of you. That I know for sure. Now, it's some things that I would really love to clear up about when I did my Sweetie Pies video that a lot of people watching. I appreciated that. Thank you guys. I love to be informative. But I just want to clear some things up. One of the first things is I said Tim had another baby. And everybody kept saying, no, not Janae, that other baby was back. No, I was saying his new girlfriend had another baby. I think it's a boy. I'm not sure on the sex, but I knew he had another baby. Okay, now, somebody put in there, oh my God, I think Tim might have killed the brother, Big Andre. Tim could not have killed the big brother. I mean, well, he could have if he wanted to. But I'm saying, when the brother was born in 1961, Tim was not born until 1979. You understand what I'm saying? So the brother, Tim was 16 years old when the brother died. That was a year before he went to prison for the armed robbery. So there's a big difference. You know, Tim was born in 79. The brother was born in March 7th, 1961. Now, little Andre, his mother name is Michelle Griggs. He has a brother named Darren. And I just want to put the focus on her. It's one thing to lose your child, but then there's another thing to know that the killer of the person that may allegedly the killer is your baby daddy's brother. I think we need to show some more outpouring for her. We need not only mental, verbal, but also financial. I know he's been dead a couple of years or whatever, but you know what? Let's lift her up. Some of the best revenge would be for Tim to be in prison, and you looking at TV, or if they let you watch the news in there. I don't know because I ain't never been in prison because I'm too cute. Because if I was in prison, they'd want me. Oh, if they'd want all it, but but no, let him watch. And you know what? I would love to get Andre Jr.'s mama. Let's get her a GoFundMe and get it up to 450,000. Let's get her $450,000 and baby, and see won't Tim won't that just eat away at him? Because see, the best revenge is to get somebody by being successful. And I wish Miss Griggs a successful outcome to all of this. I don't know how that's possible, but in every way possible, let's lift her up. Let's make her happy. Let's make it about her, and let's stop making it about Tim. Let's stop making it about Miss Rock. Well, I know that's her grandson, so I don't mean it in that way, but I'm just saying, let's push her up to the forefront. She's the one that need our prayers. She's the one that need our comforting words. She's the one that's the most devastated. Yeah, a grandmama has her feeling, but a mother and a child, and y'all already know how I feel about my mama. I called my mama last night. Well, we hung out yesterday. We went shopping. Watch my videos. I show that. Y'all see how hilarious she is. But we went shopping, and I just hugged her and I kissed her. And when I got home, I called her. She said, and then I called her maybe about 3 or 4 times throughout when I got home. And I called her again. I said, hey. She said, hey. She said, look, I'm just letting you know. I'm finna go to bed, so don't call me no more tonight. I said, well, dang, mother. I said, okay, well, I love you too. And when I hung up, I almost couldn't sleep because tell me what I can't do and watch me want to do it. And I just wanted to call her and hang up. I know what a mother and son look. I don't know Andre and Miss Griggs' relationship, but I know that the mother-son bond is unbreakable if they are right. I don't know what Tim and Miss, evidently that was unbreakable because you wouldn't want to break your mama's heart like that. But I don't know how many other kids Michelle got, but I just did see the one son named Darren. And I watched Sweetie Pies when they did the memorial for him. The one that Tim wasn't at. And the mother cried, she hugged her son, and the son, Andre's brother talked beautifully. And it just made me say, wow, I went through YouTube and I've seen everybody speak about Miss Robbie. And very few, if any, has spoke about Miss Michelle Griggs, who is Andre's mother. I know that would, it's been some years, but I don't think you would ever get over losing a child. What is that saying? A parent should never bury their children. They should never, it's hard for me to see my parents go, so I can imagine what it is for them to have to see me go. And, and when I did that one other video, so many people were in it, and I was amazed at the dialect and the conversations that were going on. A lot of people said, well, Tim didn't go to Andre's funeral. He did go to the funeral. He didn't go to the vigil, but he did go to the funeral. That takes a lot of balls. That takes a lot of nerves. I'm curious to hear Andre's mother talk and what her feelings are, because she didn't even speak at the vigil. She just cried. I know that she's devastated. I know it's not. It's one thing to lose your child and your child's murdered, and then here you have, what is it, 3-4 years later, you find out that it's his uncle that killed him, somebody that you sent your child to give him a better life. You sent him to St. Louis so he can turn his life around. Not knowing that you were sending him into the lion's den. Not knowing that you were sending him in harm's way. Not knowing that you were sending him to the devil himself. She didn't know that. It was no way for anyone to know that. And it just makes you sit back and wonder, since y'all know me, I cuss, I do cocktails, I drink, I cook. Comedy, that's what I do, but this is one thing that, I catch myself thinking about a lot, and I have no ties to it at all. I just watch the show. It's one, people can be whatever they want on camera, but in real life, you just don't truly know a person. And it got me looking at my own family. Am I the only one that's looking at family members a little shady and side-eye and a little leery now? Wondering, because you never know what somebody's thinking. You never know. And then I looked at the episode where Miss Robbie and Andre Jr. went to the grave, and he poured the water on there and he wiped the grave off. That's how I saw what year he was born and when he died. And Andre said, if there was tears, if there was a stairway of tears to heaven, I would go up there now and bring them back with us. And he was talking about his dad and how he really didn't know him because he was too young, but the stories he heard were beautiful stories. And I was just thinking as I was watching, because see, I'm one of them real deep thinkers. And I was like, wow, that young man had no idea that shortly after that, that you don't need them tears in that stairway to heaven. Your uncle gonna make it so you can go see your daddy. And it makes me question myself as an uncle now. I've had issues with my nephews, but like I said, I never in my wildest dreams in my mind ever crossed my mind that, oh, I wish they were dead or I want to kill them. For money or anything else, that's the part that shocks me. I have, I think, 9 nephews. The oldest one is 33. The youngest one is, I think, 27, 28. Um, in between, it's one nephew that, we got into it really, really bad. I had to actually take him to court. And I hated hearing both them last name against each other. But the reason I took him to court, because if I had not took him to court, I would have killed him. And I don't have that in me. So, and I wouldn't want to see my nephew dead. I wouldn't want to do that to my sister. I wouldn't want to do that to my mama. Did it put a little rift in our family? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But I did it the legal way. And I don't know if I'll ever speak to him again. And I'm just being honest with that because I do have the gift of goodbye. But I wish no will ill on him. I would never want to see him dead. I love him. I still love him. And that just bothered me. And so it got me rethinking. See, a lot of times it's one thing to just talk about a story, but when a story touches you like that, because how can you defend yourself against? That's like the Taliban. When a nigga come to you and somebody check me about saying the word nigga, look, cooking comedy, cussing, and cocktail. I'm gonna say what I want to say on this, but when somebody's coming with a bomb, willing to kill themselves, you can't. How do you defend yourself against that? When you with your, and same way with a family, somebody that you trust, when you can let your guards down. I love you. You love me. We supposed to love each other. I shouldn't have to worry about, are you going to kill me? Are you going to be the one to harm me? It's a whole world out there trying to harm me. But I got to do that now in my own home and my own family. It's just, and it makes me look back on I was very active in my nieces and nephews' life. And I think, some of the things that I did wrong or some of the things I might have said, and I look back, but what gives me solace, and makes me feel a little bit better is I never harmed them. I never thought about hurting, killing any of them. I might have said I'm gonna kill your ass if it was disrespectful, but other than that, I fed them. They lived in my house. I took them to school. I went to basketball games. I went to field trips. My one niece, oh, I think she had to make me stop because this is my youngest niece. She's 16 now, but when she was in elementary, I would just on Valentine's Day, I would just drive to her school, to her class, and bring all the kids candy and her balloons, and she go, "Oh Lord, here come Uncle again." Or, I on birthdays I was there. That's what an uncle is, I think. And I don't. I would hope that none of them ever thought that my uncle would kill me or take me off the face of this earth. I would not want to hurt my sisters. I would not want to hurt my mama because I'm the only boy. I got all sisters. So I can imagine Miss Griggs, Andre's mama. Now you already trying to get over your son's death. Now, and you wishing they find the murderer. You wish they find the murderer, and they find it. So now you got to try to pray to God to say, I mean, I don't know if she could ever forgive Tim because I couldn't. And I'm a child of God. I swear I am, you guys. But that's a hard one. That is a hard one. And so I can't even imagine because see, if I was her, if I was Andre's mama, I would have to go see Tim. I would have to go see Tim, and I just want to hear what he got to say. And before I would jump and try to kick his ass, and the guards they probably arrest me because I would try to hurt him. I dare you do that to my baby. I send my baby to you. If you can't trust an uncle, a young man to a man to teach him how to be a man, but if you think about it, if the brother died at 16, I don't know what really, and there was a big difference, 61 to 79. So Andre Sr. was like 18 years old when Tim was born, 18 or 19 when Tim was born. So what relationship did they really have anyway? Because I'll give you an example. My older sister is 10 years older than my baby sister. And that, by the time that one, that was like a little kid, a little child. And by the time my baby sister even knew she had sister brother, my sister was out the house. My sister was out, I think, my baby sister had to be about 7 or 8 when my sister moved out the house. Do you get what I'm saying? So, when you have kids that far apart in age, there's really not a bond. Yes, that's my sister. Yes, that's my brother. Just like my sister that is 2 years close. We the closest one out of all the other one. So we went to school together. We had a lot of more interaction than those two. Me and my sister, we only went to school one time. I was in the kindergarten. She was in the 5th grade. That's the only time we went to school together. Same thing with me and my baby sister. So I can admit we weren't around the same friends or anything like that. So I don't know if Tim and his brother Andre Sr. really had that brotherly bond because they were so far apart. And if you watch the one episode where Miss Robbie says that Tim Sr., wanted the street life and he moved to LA and did his thing, was doing that, and she hadn't seen him in a while. And so you can imagine Tim probably was doing his thing. They didn't have any contact, I'm sure. And it was sad though, because I watched him when she said Tim Sr. got into it. That's another thing. A couple people said maybe Andre had something to do with his brother's death. No. Because Miss Robbie said that Tim Sr. was in LA and got into it with two brothers. Got into an argument with two brothers. And one of the brothers hit him in the back of the head with a bat. And the other one stabbed him to death. And that's how he died. Sad. That's sad. So did imagine Andre Sr.'s mom, Miss Griggs, Michelle Griggs, mourning that death. My son's daddy is dead. To have to go through that. And then to realize that your dead baby daddy's brother down there killed your... Oh my God, I would go crazy. I would go crazy. It would take the will of God to get her through it. So my prayers and things with it, because listen, I was laying in my bed and I said I was not going to do another video on this. But I'm a YouTube fanatic. I'm on YouTube. I'm looking. I'm doing videos. I'm always researching. And I said, and I just kept looking through. And it was Tim this, Miss Robbie this, Tim this, Miss Robbie this, Tim this, Miss Robbie that. I was like, what about Andre's mama? What about Andre's sibling? What about that side of the family? What, just because they're not on network, nobody wants to say anything? Just because they're not visible? Just because they don't have a platform? Nobody's going to talk about it? Well, Miss Griggs, I'm here. I'm here. My heart goes out to you. I hurt for you. I wish I could get in touch with her and just write her a letter. Sometimes just kind words help people. Sometimes just I'm sorry for your loss. That helps. I'm praying for you. You're in my prayers. Michelle Griggs, you're in my prayers. And I have to be honest, I'm guilty as well as one of the people that from the time that Andre got killed, my main focus was like, oh my God, what is Miss Robbie feeling? Oh my God, Sweetie Pies, that family. I even thought about the co-workers and what they felt because they didn't met. But what about his mama? What about his brother? His brother just was up there and the brother cried and it made me say, damn, if I lost one of my siblings, that's unimaginable to me because I have them all. It's unimaginable to me. That's just deep. And so I just wanted to come over here, and this is not going to be a very long video. It's just me giving props, giving her just due. Thank you. First of all, it's like I said, it's a blessing because you brought that man into this world, that young man into this world. You did the best that you could with what you knew. When he was very young, his daddy died. So you had to do that on your own. I don't know what your family dynamic was or if your family helped you or not, but I know that was a kind young man from what I've seen. Some people be on TV like a Tim and you see something, because no matter how good you try to act, The real you comes out at some point. You can't keep that in all the time. And that's why you're seeing little specks of it from Tim. But when I looked at Andre and I said, wow, this is not young man trying to do the right thing, learning life. And I mean, and if you look at some of the stuff he said, it was deep. He was a caring young man. You know how he would, the way he loved his grandmother. On that, you don't just act like that on TV. That came through. I saw that. He loved his grandmother. He wanted to be a part of that dynamic. He wanted to help her business flourish and learn it and hell, hopefully one day take over. That might have been the cause of his demise. You know, you get killed because of your hopes and dreams. You get killed because of something you think that you were rightfully supposed to inherit. You know, God already took my daddy. Now, you know, God took his daddy. Now he's not here. That is the part that just gets me young. Still had a whole life ahead of him. And, you know, somebody said, oh, this was somebody else in my comments said, what do you mean you feel sorry for Tim? You sound like a damn, no, they said you sound like a damn fool and a sissy too. First of all, stop it. Names don't hurt me. I'm 51 years old. You got to come up with something better than that. Okay? I wish I could remember the name, but wasn't even that important. But I was not saying that I'm sorry for Tim. I was saying I was sorry because you messed up a whole chance that you had. You could have really took Andre. You should have took the mama under the wing, um, lifting them up. Michelle Griggs, I'm sorry. I'm sorry because I have not gave you your just due. That should have been what my first video should have been about. His mama, Michelle Griggs. And you notice I keep saying her name, Michelle Griggs. Michelle Griggs. Google her. Let's stop Googling Miss Robbie. Let's stop Googling Sweetie Pie. Let's Google Andre's mama. Let's Google Andre's sisters and brothers. So maybe we can reach out to them and say, look, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry that you even going through this now, that this stuff has to be rehashed and you got to go through it now. And now just imagine, and Tim go on trial. Hopefully he pleads guilty and save everybody that pain and hurt and save everybody on both sides. But if he goes to trial, they have to sit there and listen to all of that. That's like opening up old wounds, rehashing it. Now she got to go through this again, and you got to sit there and look at the killer of your child, the Negro that you thought would take care of him and have his best interest at heart, the one that will protect him over all. I'm an uncle, and that boy giving uncles bad names kind of make me want to call my nephew and say, hey, I love you. I have a lot of nephews. I love them. I love my nieces too. And this stories like this, see, we always wonder why stuff happens. Everything happens for a reason. And maybe this is just for the world because everybody knows about this. There's very few people that don't. But this is a lesson for all of us to learn to watch your surroundings, no matter if it's family or not. Appreciate moments. And look at stuff for what it is. A lot of times we see red flags and we don't pay them no attention. Even in our own family, we see red flags and we pay them no attention. This is not the first time that a family member killed a family member. It's happened quite a few times before. It's happened in my extended family. I've seen it and I was shocked. But that one didn't bother me as much as this one. I don't know if it's because of the platform they had and they were so out in the open, to go through there and just see Michelle. When I saw Andre's mama, I cried. And I'm not really an emotional person like that. To all my pains and I still can have a smile. A lot of people say, how can you smile all the time? Even when I'm going through, I still smile because I don't want, I think when you do that, you get ulcers and all that and you're worried and everything. Because you know what? I know that everything's going to be all right. Give it over to the Lord and he'll work it out. So I'm about to get on here. I'm not going to make this long, but I just wanted to give a shout out to Miss Griggs and Andre's mother and Andre's brother and that side of the family to let them know that my prayers are with you. I'm going to try to reach out. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to reach out. And if I don't do nothing but write a letter, send a video to let them know, listen, my heart is with you. I feel for your pain. I can't imagine what you're going through. I would love for them to get $450,000. I wish the mama and the brother would get $450,000 that Tim wanted, and he'd have to pay it. Sue him for everything he got. That's just my thing. So like I said, this video is my dedication to Michelle Griggs and Darren, Andre's brother. Love you guys. From a distance, I don't know you, but my heart pours out and it feels for you. And I hope, God just carries you and holds you in his bosom through all of this mess that's going on. I hope there's no long, lengthy trial so you don't have to endure that. But know this, God is and always will be the way. Love to you, Michelle Griggs, Andre's mother, and Darren, Andre's brother. This your boy, Cooking with comedian Michael Allen. I just wanted to give a shout out. Let's all lift her up, okay? Now look, if this is your first time to my channel, do me a favor. Hit subscribe. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and like the video. Tell me, last time y'all really talked to them, talk on that. And share the video. Go ahead and share it. And last but not least, you see the bell down there? Ring my bell. Ring my bell. My bell. Ring-a-ring-a. You can ring my bell. You can ring my bell anytime, any day. That way, if you ring the bell, anytime I drop a video, you'll be notified. All right, this your boy, comedian Michael Allen, where we do cooking, comedy, cussing, and cocktails. Cooking, comedy, cussing, and cocktails. 4C gang for life. Look, we love you, but we don't love you more than we love our damn self. What? Don't judge me. Judge your damn self. All right, this your boy, comedian Michael Allen. I'm out. Prayers to Michelle Griggs and Darren.